Hey.
How's it going? Doing a bit of packing?
Yeah.
When you off Monday?
Off Monday. Yeah. Had a rounded screw.
Fantastic.
Hacksawing, taking my
Always a
finger
good
off.
one.
Got a boo-boo. Done it all. But I've won.
Hey, how's the forecast?
For Pozo for here.
For Pozo.
For Pozo is, I think there's going to be some wind, isn't there? There's some wind. It doesn't matter. I'm really early, actually. I just thought I'd go.
Was another month till the event?
Yeah. I thought I'd just go. I went like 3 and a bit weeks last time, and it sort of worked. So
yeah.
I think I'll go again, really, and it's even earlier this time. But I don't know. You kind of settle into it, and then I've done it before where you go loads, but in stints. So go for like 4 days. You know.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else. Go back. And you just kill yourself in the 4 days, and I don't know whether you kind of like the first day
chill out a bit.
You learn, and then the second day you beat up, and then by the third day you're just kind of teaching yourself bad habits because you're so like abused.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I found it anyway.
There's wind when you get out there.
Yeah, and you just settle into it. It takes a few days to get used to sailing with 3-4. I mean, you've been, haven't you?
Yeah, it's a different game altogether, isn't it?
Yeah, especially compared to like here. I mean, we've had no wind now, have we?
Have you sailed since Rosie?
No.
No, me neither.
No, and I've looked, I've tried, but there was maybe one day I could have sailed towards like down Sennen way.
Yeah.
At Gwenver, but.
It's kind of not worth the drive, is it?
Well, it was just full of surfers.
You don't know. How do you went?
I went, but I think I'd have just killed someone. I'd have run someone over, and it's not the place.
Sounds like my trips to Harlan.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's firing, but it's like.
It's a shame because it probably would have been better for sailing than it would have been for.
Usually is.
For surfing, but.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good. But I think there's some waves today, isn't there?
Today's pumping.
You've been in the water.
I've been in.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit late because I couldn't drag myself out.
Well, I think what we're going to do, we'll do a bit of packing, I guess, and then go for a surf, and then you're going to come to the gym as well, I guess.
Yeah, come check that out.
Go check out the gym.
So how many boards you got? Got much stuff?
I'm going to take 3 with me. I've got 2 stubbies, and then I've got a grip in here. Come and have a look if you want in the shed.
Yeah.
It's carnage. We've just been doing up the house, so there's like bits of insulation and all sorts everywhere, but this is my rack. I built my rack the other day.
Nice.
Me and Luce. It's a bit, I didn't take into account how wonky the
breeze
wall
blocks.
So it's like come away a little bit here, which is why it's a bit droopy. But yeah, I've got a grip, so I'll take. That was my Pozo board lock. That's like just the board I used last year.
Okay, yeah.
82 grip. Quite good.
How heavy are you?
82, between 82 and 84. I'm 84 at the moment, just because there's been not much sailing, has there? And loads of gym, and I think you just put a bit
bulk up of it.
But yeah, that I don't know. I don't like to go much smaller.
No, I guess you don't these days, do you? Generally,
it's. I mean, like even this board I can use like at home if it's windy. But I use probably the 82 stubby more than anything at the moment. I just like. I don't know. I just like it. It just kind of works and everything.
About it's super light. You're not on a bigger one.
Yeah, I've got a bigger one. I've got that one, which is a bit of a. That one's just a prototype, so it's got a slightly different tail.
Yeah, I see.
But that's only, you know, like that's 5.0 float and ride. I can take that one.
Yeah.
But 5.3 and you know, like really nothing. If there's absolutely nothing, then I need that one's like 94. But it's just got it's the production rocker. Everything's the same. It's just got a slightly different tail.
Yeah.
And I think that I wonder that might probably go, that sort of tail might go into like future boards, because it's quite nice. It's really nice actually. I think it's on, isn't it? Check out that one.
Decent enough, isn't it?
It's dead on.
Fun.
Might nick Lucy's twin fin. Don't tell her. I think we're on, aren't we?
Let's do it.
Just windsurfing. Yeah, it looked so good, didn't it? When we got made, it looked so good, and then
Blasting, peaky.
Peaky. How long were we in for?
I don't know, because I accidentally deleted that session off my Garmin.
I think like two and a bit hours, but I think we were paddling the whole time.
Yeah.
Didn't get really any
Full paddle.
good ones. We're going to go now to the gym. So it's really close, just outside Truro, but it's with some guys called Cornwall High Performance, and they do a range of different athletes. Some of the top surfers they do train, and I think the guy we're going to train with, like the guy that's going to train alongside what we're doing today, was in the AC Milan junior squad, so he's
blimey.
really hot footballer.
Prodigy.
He's just got a scholarship, I think, to go to America to play for like the Cincinnati Bengals football team or something. So they're like the Premier League, the American Premier League.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they do like a range of stuff. It's just a normal strength and conditioning. I always try and go and train with the Cornwall High Performance guys whenever I'm home. They're really good, and weirdly it's quite, not boring's not the word, but kind of like really simple, sort of good old-fashioned strength and conditioning stuff. But I actually really feel the benefit. One of the things they sort of said straight away, which is quite interesting, is like, rather than think, oh, I'm a windsurfer, I need to be strong, say like at doing, windsurfing movements. Their kind of, their thought process was, well, actually, probably you're really weak in other areas. You windsurf so much, you're probably quite strong in those, and it's more about becoming a complete athlete. Which weirdly I've actually really felt the benefit of. So a lot of the stuff's leg based or sort of like core and just interesting movement patterns and things like that. And I've really felt the benefits. Did last year a good block and really felt the benefits. So, and it's nice they're so close. We're obviously just come from Gwydion now. It's about 20 minutes away from Gwydion. It's about sort of 10-15 minutes away from home. So
So how often do you train?
So at the moment I do, when I'm home now, do 2 days a week strength, like kind of just one of the sessions is what we're going to go and do now. And then I do another session a week on like sort of speed and power delivery stuff, which I've sort of started doing a bit this year with them. Kind of last year, basically, I was so weak in some areas that they were like, "We'll just start on general strength and conditioning." And then this year, kind of, I had the keystones, that could kind of lift well, and I had the movement patterns down.
So do you attribute your top 5 to the
I'd say
to what you've done so far?
I'd say it being strong probably helped a lot with like confidence, and also like a lot of the stuff they work on is also like plyometric stuff, which is jumping and landing. And there's definite times where, you know, like clutch moment in a heat, you maybe like try quite hard, you land maybe a bit flatter than you would have normally, and sometimes you just buckle and fall off. And last year I know there's a few key moments in heats that you just could land and you just were like, I know I'm gonna, like, I'm strong, I know I'm gonna land it. And just that, like, that extra confidence and sort of determination, I think helped a lot, and I'm sure that's from being strong and fit.
Especially if you've done like 5 heats and you've hung around on the beach all day, you'd normally be quite tired, so it's helping you get through that.
Yeah, and definitely, do you know what, like, I've also learnt to leave, funnily enough you saying that, I've learnt to leave the beach.
Yeah.
Before I used to like hang around loads and I wanted to know what was going on, and normally, like, I've sort of learnt to
get out your wetsuit,
go home for lunch, and just do stuff like that, and do get away from the beach, because it's amazing how worn out you get just from being down at the beach in the wind all day, especially somewhere like Pozo. You know, it's 50 knots. You're there, just stood in 50 knots all day. Get worn down. Yeah, being strong and fit. I think really, whether it was mental or mental and physical, really helped me. I don't know. I think it does a lot as well, just to feel prepared, like in how it relaxes you.
Yeah.
You
know you've done everything you can do before you get there.
Yeah. And that goes quite a long way mentally, I think. Because I remember the first year I was on Fanatic and North, like, I did feel quite a lot of pressure, and it wasn't really from the guys, it was from myself. But like I was like, first year at Pozo, I was sick before my hits, you know, and stuff like that. You just, I don't know, it's about getting over that, because just nerves and stuff.
Yeah. Last session, man.
I know.
Last session.
I know. It's last session.
I know. I can't believe it. Can't believe it.
It's gone quick, hasn't it?
Yeah, but I looked in the diary. And I put a little number under everyone's name. I'm old school. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like doing it on a phone. Underneath everyone's name, there's a number 3, session 3.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. And I was just filling out the diary today, and add 12. Whilst competing, you know, obviously, because we're not there with you, we don't know really what that takes out of you.
Yeah.
But I think if you don't have lay days, or you don't have time to use a facility and just keep strength levels up, just really daily, if you can go through that movement quality stuff daily, because although you need, obviously we want you strong, we want you powerful. One of your, and I know from, you know, obviously within your sport, we've worked with a couple of windsurfers in the past, and you all possess very, very similar traits.
Yeah.
Largely, it's an isometric, a holding position,
like a stiff strength.
Strength. Yeah. So even more reason why, outside of that, you need to be exposing yourself to spinal rotational movement, opening the shoulders up, getting the hips open and stuff like that. Because
I know. Funnily enough, if I've been sailing a lot,
I
notice how stiff I get.
Yeah, you will do.
Because when I jump on a surfboard, I'm like this.
You will be. Yeah.
God,
yeah.
Ow.
I mean, I notice it the most in everything from about there upwards in you, from about there, just below the rib cage and up. All round. That's where I notice all your stiffness.
Just dead stiff.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I was doing some movement with Paul.
Oh yeah.
Just for something else.
Yeah.
And like straight away, exactly. Funnily enough, you said it was like like here, mid back. Yeah. He was like, oh god, you don't need that.
You don't need to though, do you? So there's some there are some. Yeah, just think about that, because the thing is, and the beautiful thing is, you're probably not experiencing too many issues at the minute, or you might be, but that part of the spine, you know, that's where all your movement has got to come from. You know, rotationally, flexion, extension. If it doesn't, two things generally happen. You get jammed up through the shoulders end up not being, you know, the scapula end up not being able to move around the rib cage. And the other thing is, the lumbar spine or somewhere else in that region has to take up the slack.
Yeah.
It's not capable of doing that. If you look at any picture of the spine, you'll see the vertebrae in the thoracic spine are quite open.
Yeah.
They don't sit overly close together.
Yeah,
they're way more
yeah,
open because
it's true.
they require more movement.
Yeah.
Come down into the lumbar,
Yes.
and they're jammed quite tight together because they need to offer stability, and the hips do all the movement below. So, quite largely speaking, people who experience those lower back pains, generally hips aren't moving as well as they should, or thoracic spine, or both. And the lumbar's got to try to take up all this slack and go, yeah, I'll cover it.
So you just
Yeah, you know, you know, it's just and then a snowball effect. So I just think, you know, one of the best things people can do is just keep that thoracic spine moving as much as possible.
One more?
Yeah. Okay, and then turn around, go for 2 foot to single. Stick it, chest up, nice flat back. Yeah, I like that, Marchie. Add, and then just copy Marchie and go for some angles. Open that, open that.
got that, that's going into that.
And think about opening that back hip up. Think about opening that back hip up. Yeah, like that. And get both angles going. Your hands out. Get both
Control your
going.
power.
This is
Get
great.
so into footy years ago. I think they should pay for free. Pay for free for a bit.
Don't let shoulders pop out. I see them sort of tuck It's 2 years I'm doing.
So majority of logo back front leg out.
Bit of a grind, but I just grinded it through.
Keep those elbows. Step on that. Nice.
Top marks.
We're on.
We're on.
How was that?
That's it. That's like a pretty typical strength day. Yeah, hard after surfing for 2.5 hours, isn't it? Straight out of the water, straight into the gym.
You beasted now, or you got some in your tank still?
We need to go and eat something, don't we?
I'm sure you do.
And then should we go and have a look if there's any more ways?
Yeah,
It's light, isn't it?
Sounds good to me.
back in Port Town, so this is just up from the just down from the house. Yeah, I actually had more.
That was better, wasn't it?
I prefer it. Yeah, it's got a bit more push, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite. It's a nice wave actually. I like it. It was a bit.
Yeah.
There was quite a few straight handers, wasn't there?
It's harder to find the good ones, but then when you're on a good one, it's better.
Yeah. I like it, and you can't beat just like it's 5 minutes from home,
Yeah.
which you can't beat.
Not too wiped out after the gym.
No, do you know what? I actually don't. I don't think you can do. I can't do like a long surf like straight after the gym, but normally like the first 40 minutes or so after the gym, I'm really like fired up. I don't know. It's not too bad actually.
Yeah.
I think normally you're better. I actually probably like tomorrow morning I'll probably be worse
You
because I'll
feel
be
it,
stiff.
yeah.
Whereas like then, I don't know. You kind of everything's like hot, warm, you know.
Yeah.
I quite like it. Like in the Canaries, I was doing much lighter versions of those trainings, like even through the event sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Just because you stay
Did
quite
you do it first thing in the morning or
switched on.
last thing after sailing?
Yeah, I was doing it. Like if I was going to sail in the morning, I wouldn't be able to do it in the morning. I'd just do that movement stuff we did at the start.
Yeah.
But then, you know, like on the days that we weren't competing, I'd definitely go in and do it. And then if I'd sailed in the morning and I knew I'd only sailed a little bit and, you know, the double elimination was on and you couldn't sail anyway,
Yeah.
I sort of went and did the stuff in the gym after sailing.
Yeah.
But really light, you know, like,
Yeah, not killing yourself.
yeah, but just kind of going through those movements,
Yeah.
getting all that like feeling in, it's quite good. Yeah.
When you're at home, what time do you normally go to bed and get up? Vary.
It varies a little bit, just because like when I am at home, it is nice to try and do things like with your mates and stuff. So
Yeah.
like last night was a bit late, just because I had a barbecue with friends and stuff.
Yeah.
But like normally like normally like 11:30 or 11:30 or 10:30, like around
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
I was doing for a while. I was doing this 11:30 till 7, and it's like you get it's 5 sleep cycles basically.
Okay. It's not many hours though, is it? For
Was it 7.5?
yeah.
Yeah. So, but that apparently you sleep in 90-minute
Blocks,
windows, and that's
yeah.
like enough for you to go through all the cycles of sleep.
Okay.
And surprisingly, I thought I was going to feel tired, but I really didn't.
Yeah.
Back home. So normally now I'd probably do like someone's mad at me, I haven't done work or something, been ignoring my emails all day, so
Yeah.
I'll go and check that and then have a bit of dinner and go to bed pretty much.
Yeah.
It's quite a good day, but I think a lot of people around here, I like living in Cornwall because I think a lot of people have like they structure their lives around getting in the water, you know, like
Yeah.
it's not really about being at work, it's about getting in the sea, or you know, if you know, it's about getting mountain biking or whatever. Loads of guys.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's not about going down the local pub and
No, it's definitely
having
not.
10
It's
pints
quite
of Stella.
active. Yeah. Which is cool.
yeah.
Like everyone's sort of in it. I feel like everyone here, they kind of like, it's not about like working in a way, you know. They're like, that's just something that gets in the way of all the fun everyone else is having anyway. I'm lucky I don't really have to do that, so. But,
It surprises me how full the sea is
it's
down here.
on a good day,
A lot of locals.
I'm sure zero work gets done in Cornwall.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a lot
I mean,
more laid
today,
back.
even, isn't it?
When I first came down here, I was actually a bit frustrated by
How busy it
things
is.
not getting done.
Yeah,
You know, if you needed someone to come around and fix your lock on your door or a plumber or something, then
the best. I've
pretty
got
slow.
I've got some mates that are plumbers, and the best thing is they do like they'll come and work a bit, and if it's pumping, they'll just be like on the right tide. I need to go and get a part from Screw. and then they'll go surf for an hour, and then come back. Obviously, they don't need the park.
Good scheme.
Yeah, like I don't think they charge the hours and stuff, but they still get like just nip off, get a couple waves, and then go back to work. So many people do that, but that's
good.
That's how it is. I mean, if you've been in the Canaries, here's fast-paced life, I think, compared to the Canaries, but definitely compared to the rest of the UK, it's a bit slower, but
Yeah.
in a way, I think once you get into it, it's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'll find
It's
out.
much better. Much better.